Hi guys, it's your boy Farhan, aka Roel Karim, and today I'm just gonna quickly share from my WordPress. It's just a passage I wrote, and I'm gonna read it and explain the meaning behind it. And it's basically WordPress for me is like a reflective journal. Whatever I want to communicate to the masses or to the world around me, I like to just get in touch with other bloggers and get engagement going and all sort of good stuff. So it's good to know that other philosophical people that have um developed developed skills to reach higher than a surface level of understanding any matter do exist, and it's cool to communicate with the rawest of the talent on WordPress. So that's kind of cool. So this one's called I didn't give it a name, but the blog is called Life of Poets, Espresso Expressed in the Form of Poems. So it has a pictures like this. This is how it looks like. That's the featured picture, which has showing a metro station late at night with all the lights turned off, and it has an exit pole, it has an enter pole, and it has a no entry pole. So what I wrote down after that, and it's all like neon lights, so there's nobody walking, it's all closed up. It's after hours at the place, at the station. So that picture kind of like really artistic. If I'll share the blog in the link, and you can look at the picture and then comment and to let me know how you feel after looking at it. So I wrote down the changed doors around cross the road to eternal existence. The barriers of the red neon, I only to store a version of a stop. All else failed, destiny took out early to reborn shine. Now cross path crossing seems to be clever with echoes of tales of haunting spirits wandering the gates. So, as a literal example, if you think about the time lapse camera of that whole day taking place, visual by visual, picture by picture, like the station must have gotten packed an afternoon, during when people got off. So all those stories, like everybody is going home with something, like somebody might have picked up chicken nuggets from McDonald's to take home. Somebody might picked up a pizza. Somebody might have picked up milk or something that their grocery or fridge is missing at the moment. So all those tales, because of the neon effect of the light, can be imagined for, like this is what happened throughout the day if we are to reel down the camera to especially. So that's just that's just kind of telling you that people exist, people exist in the real world, and they have daily routines, they do work, and they wake up early, they go out, and they earn a living, they come back home, and they commute, and transportation where you see strangers. It's it's really fascinating actually, because it's profound to have that in a city where you can get to places in time with your metro system, with your transit system. Um, some people have cars, but they don't rely on the cars because the traffic jams are horrible sometimes. So they even come to transit for the help of getting to work on time, you know. Okay, the next part is wandering. So dot 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 wandering the gates, flashbacks, hits as the new dimension craves up. Once the dream was over, it was 4:14 a.m. Quite early to start the freshly dream vision. The deep cycle of illustrative shapes and pattern never failed to impress, to show a storytelling way, to guide and protect whenever there is an X no entry. The will lifts up in sleep, unsolving power of unknown. Amen. World peace unite. So this has a lot of themes in it. First, it talks about the shapes. So I don't know what it is, but I was reading about people closing their eyes and seeing shapes because I was seeing that. I was seeing like triangles, rectangles, lines, kind of like a map whenever I would close my eyes. And I would just like follow through the shapes and it would turn into something else and it would link up to another one and then it would like map up to be something like a bigger visual. And I guess when that happens, I get this flashback from the picture, the metro picture used in here, that there is the lights that are shading in neon at nighttime have made a shadow of shapes which I see sometimes when I close my eyes before bed, which is a rare condition. Only like 0.5, 0.1% of people have that. So when I saw that, I was like, that's pretty cool, you know, like I get to be amused with shapes. But anyways, so like the deep sleep cycle, sometimes the alarm goes off because I gotta get up for meditation. Alarm goes off early in the morning and the deep sleep cycle is just reset. Like you know that if you have completed it on a good note or not. So if you get up and you are restful, that means your deep sleep cycle was a success. Like you're not feeling yawny, you feel energetic, you have a lot of energy to go on through the day at like 5 a.m., then that means your deep sleep cycle was a success. So it's just referring back to that you know, somehow we're all protected. We wake up and some people, a mini blessing could be caffeine, like coffee. It wakes the person up, like, you know, they need, sometimes some people need it. So it's a mini blessing and we're all protected under the belt umbrella of the universe. Anyhow, this is taking longer than I expected. So I will stop right here and I'm gonna share the link of the WordPress blog, and if you want to read the whole thing yourself, it's just a picture of a metro station with neon lights and with a no entry passage and with an enter gate, two gates, and just my reflective journal on this picture and some of the meaning, how I relate to it to a deeper, weirdly, very deep level that I can't even try to comprehend myself. Arwas, arios amigos, hasta la vista, baby. World peace unite. Have a good night. Peace. Amen. Bye-bye. Let me try to figure out how to stop this recording, because